Okay, we are ready to go with our 52nd Wincourt graduation, celebrating the journey of Kiana Smith. Welcome, everybody. So before I do begin, I want to thank and acknowledge the dignitaries that took time out of their day to be here, and all of our community partners, because Wincourt does not do this alone. The success that you're going to hear about today is a community effort. The court's partnering with those of you in the community, and you're here today to celebrate, and I want to thank you. First of all, Mayor Carolyn Goodman, thank you for joining us today. Your support of our programs is invaluable. We can't do this without the support of the rest of the city, and I appreciate you taking your time out and support our ladies. And we have Councilwoman Victoria Seaman from Ward 2. Thank you for being here. Councilwoman Seaman is a big supporter of the recovery community and recently was honored for her work in that. And we are also very appreciative that you spend the time to be here celebrating our graduates. And I think it's really important that our graduates and the Wincourt program sees women in positions of leadership that are compassionate, that work in the community, that work well together, and are here to support you, Kiana. Judge Kearns was here earlier, and I know Chief Judge Brown is sending his congratulations to you as well. I'd like to also take a minute and thank the attorneys that are involved in Wincourt. I have Abel Yanez and Dwayne Nobles, who are the defense attorneys that represent Kiana. And from the other side, Ed Pileski, who is the assistant city attorney who's head of the criminal division. And Mr. Anderlich, who's been with our rotation this time, and he's a deputy city attorney. This doesn't work if the community doesn't understand, if law enforcement and defense attorneys do not understand what it is that we are trying to accomplish. And that has not always been the case. And so we're grateful that we exist in a jurisdiction that is progressive, that understands that people are individuals, and for those people who are asking and who need a change and who want to change and who are willing, like Kiana, to put in the hard work to turn their lives around, that there is in fact a judicial system that pays attention. And we can't do that without our city government and our attorneys. I'd also like to acknowledge, I'm not sure if Susie Ferry is here, but often the staff assistant for Congresswoman Dina Tinus shows her support. Is Alexandra Martinez here? Thank you. She is the regional representative for Senator Jackie Rosen. Thank you for supporting us as well. Appreciate you being here. Kiana, this is your day, but you got to bear with me because I got the microphone right now. And I want to thank our community partners. We Care. Rhonda Dahl Rios and Michelle Joyce, you are our constant. We know we can always work with you and rely on you, and you put so much love into taking care of the women, especially when they are first coming out of being in jail. And it means a great deal that they have a safe home that they can go to, and that is We Care. A lot of the ladies, ironically, do not want to leave We Care. They don't want to go to the next step, and they tell me how much they want to stay, and that's to your credit. West Care, Gardis wanted to be here today, but she wasn't able to do that. But we also partner with West Care, which is an inpatient facility. We couldn't do what we do without their part. And I know that Share Village is here by WebEx, and Arnold Stock is the founder. And this is a new partner for Wincourt, and we are so proud to be able to work with Share Village, who does a lot of great things in our community. And that's also Shannon Ross, Kelly, and Wendy Grant is part of Share Village. Reset Your Life Camp with Jeff Bernard. These are all the different community partners that work with our ladies, and this is what they all do in the course of being in Wincourt. Hope for Prisoners, John Ponder. Dress for Success, which is Denise and Crystal. Unshakable, Debbie Isaacs is present in the house. Thank you, Debbie. She's the founder and president of Unshakable, and we also have Jody Mobley is here as well. Jody, where are you from Unshakable? And I want to thank Tiffany Weeks also, who works with the career development portion. Unshakable is a nonprofit that works with Our Ladies and has committed to 2 years after graduation. So they are a resource that you can always look to and look back to, and they are willing to help in career development and any other things that might come up. There's some special recognition. We have Dr. Beverly Golston in the house. Dr. Golston was working on her doctorate and came out of retirement to help Wincourt. And she worked with Kiana. And so it means a great deal, I think, that you're present, and appreciate that you are here. Is Debbie Jackson here? Debbie Jackson! Debbie Jackson was the Wincourt coordinator for many years, and I am so pleased that you are here today and to listen to and celebrate the journey of Kiana. So thank you for being here today. And I do want to mention that Councilwoman Brian Knudsen from Ward 1 wasn't able to be here, but he says congratulations to you as well. Okay, I think I'm done. Are you ready? Because this really is about you, Kiana. And now I want to ask you, who is here supporting you? Obviously, everybody's here, but who is here supporting you? Is this family right here?
Okay, so I have my Aunt Arnett, my little sisters, Denali and Danessa, my friend from college, Crystal.
Oh.
Shakira's daughter is actually here.
Oh, well, hello.
Patrick. My little brother Avion, Brandon, and my son Aiden here in the front row.
Aiden.
My beautiful, amazing therapist, counselor, Miss Crosley, who I love so much.
Hi, Miss Crosley.
And then all my Wincourt sisters, you know, Alicia's here, Donna, Erin, Bridget, Morgan, Elena, Lala, and Paris, River. You know, I've called her Paris like every time, and that's not her name, and I don't know why I do that to her. It's River.
You're just making that up?
I made it up.
Okay.
I made it all the way up. And I have my sisters, Quenisha, Sequela, and Aviana. They're on WebEx.
Okay,
so
great. I'm really glad we were able to accommodate that.
I wish I
So,
could see them.
you got a lot of support today. You got to tell me how you feel about graduating.
This is surreal. I'm a ball of nerves right now. I get nervous. Oh, and Stephanie's here. I almost forgot about her. Stephanie, she is my, she's my counselor. No, she works with me. I don't know her position, but she's here too. But I'm a ball of nerves. It's a surreal feeling. I don't know. I'm extremely proud and just like Judge, I'm just geeked up right now. I'm too happy. I'm too excited.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a good space to be. Because I didn't think you would make it. Let's just keep it real. I didn't. I mean, your journey, I would say, was like a roller coaster. Very rocky. You fought us the entire way. And I get that. I understand why you did that. But I want to hear from you, you know, how would you describe your journey in Wincourt?
That's a good question. I should have prepared. I know these questions. I've been to many graduations. I should have prepared my questions. I would describe it as like, for me, it's so weird because it's something that I know I needed to do in order to better my life. I just didn't want to listen. I didn't want to follow directions. I didn't think what everybody else had to say about my life was correct about my life, because it's my life and I know what's best for me. How could you tell me what's best for me and you don't even know me? You don't know what I've been through. And then I had this like whole woe is me kind of vibe going on for a long time. And ultimately, once I was able to listen to understand and not listen to just respond, I was able to get out of my own way, because that was my biggest problem, was me being in my own way of my success and my fears. And Wincourt helped me, like every fear that I could possibly imagine having, and fears that just like came up out of nowhere. Like I had a fear of going to school. Like I was scared of being successful. And they helped me break out of things like that. So I would say the journey is just, it's about perseverance. Like, keep going. Like, there's going to be times where you just do not want to keep going. Like, you just want to give up. Just put me in jail. I'll just do my time. Just forget it. Like, this is too hard. But it's 100% worth it.
No, that's beautiful. I couldn't have said it better. And yeah, you did go to jail, actually, a couple of times. But, you know, I would encapsulate your journey with all the ups and downs and highs and lows. You're the reason why Wincourt exists, Kiana. I expect that level of pushback. I expect that kind of fight. You're a survivor. You're a survivor. And all of a sudden you come into Wincourt and we're going to ask you to just put all that armor down and trust us. And I don't expect you to trust us. That's a two-way street. You earn that with us, and we earn that with you. And that's also what respect looks like. So if you've never encountered that, it might seem odd that this is what you are encountering in a criminal court program, because the reason you landed here is because you got arrested. But that is the whole process. That is the beauty of the process, which is about healing. And surrendering, you've hit on all those main themes. Surrendering, facing your fears, being humble. And I have quite a few quotes, and normally you are not at all a loss for words. And so these quotes are long, and you know, and they speak for themselves. I'm going to give you some quotes and ask you to, you know, share if you would. And I think I'd asked you what surrendering to the process might mean to you, or you were trying to talk about that. And one point in the program you said, I didn't understand it, meaning surrendering. It built up frustration in me about being told to surrender and you guys telling me that I am being surface. We had that a lot. I need to take the constructive criticism I am getting and see it as that, not just somebody trying to take control over me and push me in any which way direction. The constructive criticism is just trying to better my life, and I can see that. Initially, I just could not understand. It is when I get frustrated and want to give up. But now I see when somebody's telling me to do something, it is because I have not acknowledged it in myself, or I really don't know. My eyes are definitely starting to open and be willing to hear what it is, what somebody has to say pertaining to me instead of just listening to me. Surrendering is about changing my perspective and opening my perspective to another's input. That is so articulate, Kiana. Are you going to cry now? Okay. What makes you cry about that?
I just remember the frustration so well. Like, because I wanted to do so good, and I just strive to be, like, I wanted to be better. I always want to be better, but the frustration of just not knowing how, not knowing, like, which way to go, and it's
Yeah. And I think in that statement, it's really complicated, but in that statement you touch on all kinds of things about what made it difficult. It's that fear. But, I mean, tell me, how did you get over that? I mean, the struggle. At what point did you kind of make a turning point? Because actually there were several points. There were several turning points.
Yeah. I would say, like, the times that I had to go to jail, those were huge turning points for me. Because just to know that everything can be taken away from you, like, in a blink of an eye. And then you're, like, at this fight. But it's not fighting with the courts, it's fighting with Kiana. So it was the fight. Sorry. It was a fight with me. And I didn't want to lose.
Right.
So I had to just pray, and I don't know, it was a couple of epiphanies that I had.
Yeah.
I feel like there was just a lot of turning points that got me to the point where I am now. And I just feel like now it's like, it's not over. It's far from over. So it's hard to say that, like, oh, well, this is what fixed me, because I still have so much work to do.
Right, I understand.
And
that right there is
a lot of turning points.
Yeah, and that right there is the humbleness that you came to understanding about yourself, learning how to be your own best friend, learning how to face your fears, learning that you don't have to be perfect. In fact, you have to make mistakes. You have to make mistakes in the program. Sometimes you do go to jail. That doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. That doesn't mean we think you are a terrible person. That doesn't mean that you're not on your way. it means that those are the lessons you needed to have. And this is what you said about jail, because I remember that. Because you said jail. I mean, this is, for you ladies still in the program, sometimes jail is a very motivating thing. Sometimes it's terrible and horrifying. And sometimes you want that. And sometimes, for the rest of us from the outside in, jail is easier, which is very difficult for some of us to comprehend. You're doing good, Aiden. Aiden's been with us this whole time. You're doing good. But this is what you said, Kiana. You said jail definitely played a big part of it. In the beginning, I felt I could be under the radar and just get by. After going to jail, I realized how serious I need to take myself. I did not take myself seriously. I did not really feel the worth that I have. I didn't feel that I deserved much or that I could attain much. I didn't feel that I could do it. Then after jail, it was a sense of awakening. If you do the work, the fact that you are worth it, that you can do it, you have done it before, you had a bump in the road. I had to minimize the bad stuff as a bump in the road. But now I can pick myself up by the bootstraps and pull myself up. We've got some amazing quotes from you in this. I mean, really, beautiful. Can you talk a little bit about that? I'm really putting you on the spot.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
way
no,
different
it's
than
okay.
court.
I just feel like it just goes back to like getting out of my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what that reminded me of. All the time, you and Miss Stephanie would tell me how capable I was. Oh, she's so capable. You're just so capable. There was a point where that like literally like made me mad. Stop telling me I'm so capable. Like I would get so frustrated. Like I hated it so much. And then because I don't know, it just felt like pressure. It felt like, unnecessary pressure for me. Like, you guys are just making me feel like I have to do this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. And what it really came down to was I didn't believe in myself. Mm-hmm. And that's why I got so frustrated when I heard people telling me how capable I was. And how, like, we know you can do it. You guys, you have so much, your whole life is ahead of you. And, like, all these different sayings. And it just boiled down to, like, Kiana, you have to believe in yourself and you know you can do it. Like, my spark that I know that I have, like the light that everybody says that they've seen in me, like it got just dim, so like it basically got turned off. But you guys helped me turn it back on, and just all the turnovers that I had, like it just got brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and it finally came back on.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I think that as tough as you are in fighting all of that is how hard you work to protect yourself. So sometimes when we encounter, one of the ladies that fights that hard and that fiercely, it's because we know that that is the depth of the pain and the trauma and the struggle. So we see that. That's why we keep saying, of course you have potential. Because if you can defend yourself like a wildcat like that, then what can you do once you channel that into building the best you and seeing you the way that we see you, seeing that potential that we always know is in you, period. I think this is a good point. I am totally off script, but now is a good point, I think, for us to see your mugshots, because we've talked about jail. Well, you know what? What would you like to talk about, Kiana? This is your day. You tell me what you want to talk about. Okay, I think we should go ahead and do that, because we're talking about jail and how motivating jail is. Deep breath, everybody. Okay, let's see some of these mugshots. Okay, so this is one of the first arrests in the city. And when we see that, intoxicated, uncooperative, Code 5, we've got some marshals in here. Code 5 means totally uncooperative, right? Okay. We've got a couple dates, because the first one is we couldn't take a photo, and the second one is the day later. And so that's maybe one of the first arrests that we had. Yeah. And so when we're talking about how much of a fight Kiana puts up and how much pain and how much struggle she went through before she came into the program, this is another situation. Pretty near every one of your mugshots in the city, you come in fighting because you're a fighter. You know, the words that I use to describe you: stubborn, a fighter, resistant. And you turn that into resilient. You turn that into humble. You turn that into grateful. And you turn that into a leader. You're a leader in Wincourt. I thought I timed these to be like 7 seconds. These are super long 7 seconds. Do we have the next slide, Jeff? Oh, okay. I'm serious, Kiana. You had 3 of these not, uncooperative, code 5. One of the things, okay, this is when we first met you. That's the Kiana that we first met. So when I say to you, ladies, I see your mugshot every time in court, that's the mugshot I'm looking at for Kiana. These 2 are when you relapsed, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, okay? But do you see the world of difference in these 2 from the first time we saw Kiana? I mean, she's mad, for sure, in those 2. But, you've really turned yourself around. And when we show those photographs, look at this young lady sitting here before us. Who is that woman in those photographs, Kiana? Do you even want to say anything about it? Or do you feel like talking about that? One of the things that struck me that Kiana said happened while her time in the Wincourt program is that she celebrated her first birthday in her 20s, in which she wasn't incarcerated or in a mental institution. And yeah, you celebrated that at Reset Your Life camp, which you thought was going to be horrible. And it wasn't. Okay. Let's talk about the things that you did once you got out of your own way, right? And once you were able to accept the constructive criticism. You graduated from WeCare. You graduated from WestCare. That is not easy to do. You lived at the Wynn Sober Living House, which was run by Sierra Sage and LVRC. You followed the rules, lived there successfully. You graduated from Hope for Prisoners. You went to Reset Your Life camp. You are living independently now and taking care of your son, Aiden, who has been awesome throughout this program. You are attending College of Southern Nevada. You are in your 2nd semester, and you tell everybody what kind of grades you're getting. What kind of grades are you getting?
A's.
A's. This is a straight A student. And she has full-time employment. So, this is about facing your fears. You've talked about that, and I have a quote for that I wanted to read. It's another long, involved, complicated quote, because that's what Kiana does. I guess I have this fear of being my authentic self, being who I really am. A fear of embarrassment, of people-pleasing, and people not liking me for who I am. And that's all in my head, because 10 times out of 10, people think I am a pretty cool person. I am shy and uncomfortable about it. I have to understand, I want to get to the point. I feel the freedom to be who I am. I understand now that I just need help with it. That's where the fear comes in. I'm scared that I don't already have it, and I want to already have it and be perfect at being me. But then I am not going to be able to do it by myself. Then again, I have to be okay with it, and I have to accept help and let somebody help me when I don't know what I'm doing. Who does that not apply to in this room? I mean, this is your story, and this is everyone's story, Kiana. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Feel like saying anything about these amazing quotes I keep pulling out from you?
Quotes are enough. Those are long.
They are. But see, that's why. Okay, this is what happens in court. This is why court lasts for like 3 or 4 hours sometimes. You guys can blame Kiana for that. Because it's complicated. It's complicated, and we get to spend the time to unravel that. That's what this is about. That's what Wincourt is about. We get to take a moment to let you be you, whatever that is, because you can't find your authentic self if you put up all those walls and barriers, right? Like, we can't help you if you don't open up, and that is a lot of courage. It takes a great deal of courage for someone in a vulnerable space, like all of you ladies, to allow us to help you.
Yeah. I think it's just the fear really comes from, like, I don't want nobody to point out the wrong in me. Like, I want to be perfect. I want to be, like, just the well-rounded individual, the star student, the perfect mom, perfect friend. But when it came to being authentic with it and being just like 100% me and being real, I was afraid that had to come with me owning up to like the bad stuff, me uncovering the bad stuff, me like revealing the shame and the guilt that I have for all the mistakes that I made, and then being okay with it after that.
Right.
So that's the scary part.
And that's you growing up in the program, that's you being an adult, but that's you taking responsibility. So this is what taking responsibility looks like. And I want to celebrate your sobriety days. How many days of sobriety do you have?
126.
And what I want to touch on a little bit is relapsing, because you had a couple relapses in the program, which is totally normal. So your combined periods of sobriety before those relapses and after is actually 788 days. So you can do this. And this is the last quote I'm going to read from you, and I'd like you to speak to it, because I think it's important. Your journey has been all of it. It's everything that you ladies go through is encapsulated in Kiana's story. The jail, the relapsing, the highs, the lows, all of it. And I think it's important for us to be realistic in talking about, like what you said, this is a process. You are going to continue this process. I think Judge Kearns talked to you earlier, and he's like, yeah, the work begins now,
Yeah.
right? The real work begins now. But you are so ready. You are so ready for this. And this is what I wanted to share and have you comment on it. You were talking about relapsing, and you said, like you said today, I felt embarrassed. And from time to time, we talk about surrendering to the process. And in my heart, I know what I want for my own life to be and for my son's future. But it is a struggle, because my desire for independence clashes with me wanting and accepting help from somebody else. And I've never had someone care about me like you guys do. I feel that drinking was self-sabotage and stupid. I did it because I feel like I talk about my self-worth, I understand my self-worth, but then it doesn't show in my actions. I really don't have a grasp on my self-worth. I feel like I'm starting to now, after being isolated and taken away from everything. That was the jail part. I feel that my actions have to speak louder than my words. So by my actions, I will show the court how much I truly care and love myself. What do you think about those words that you said?
Yeah, I feel like self-worth is it's a tricky thing, man. Because it's something that you just want. I wanted to grab hold of myself and just not let myself go, and just, because it's like you could say one thing and then you do another, and that was just like my cycle of destruction. Mm-hmm. And until I got out of the cycle of destruction, where I am right now, only 100 and not even, almost 130 days. It's not like, okay, I got this. It's literally every day, and sometimes it's 5 minutes. It's not, recovery is not easy. It's not at all. It comes with a lot.
It is. It's heavy, but
I'm scared now. Like, what am I gonna do after this? Like, I don't have nobody the hard part is I don't have nobody over my shoulder anymore to come knocking on my door with a cup, talking about, let me get your pee. Like, so it's up to Kiana to hold her integrity and to keep my self-worth.
Right. But now you understand what that is, and you are demonstrating right now that authenticity. This is what makes you a leader in Wincourt. You're very caring and you're very compassionate. You help the other ladies when they need it. But this right here, you being able to say, I'm scared. I know I have learned these things, but it's a struggle, and I know it is a struggle, and here's what I know I need to do. Sometimes you have to just accept that that is what it is. But you have all the time that you have in Wincourt as your foundation. And you know you can come down to the courthouse anytime, and Miss Dorothy will have a pea cup ready if you feel that you need to do that. But this is, you know, you're vulnerable, and this is real. This is what recovering well looks like, people. That's exactly what it looks like. You are exactly where you should be. And if you want to reach back to any one of us to hear that again, you absolutely need to do that. I don't want you to be a stranger. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say to the ladies in the program still, or anything else you want that you feel is important that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, gratitude.
Okay.
Slow cry. Okay, I can make it through without crying again. To all my Wincourt beautiful, beautiful sisters, gratitude is like the number one thing that'll keep you like just in a good space with this program. It's hard. Like there's gonna be days where you don't like any of them, but you have to be grateful because they are really giving you back your lives. And as long as you just keep both feet in it, not just one, but keep both feet in it, you guys are gonna go far. You guys will be able to accomplish all your dreams. Like when they talk about living your life beyond your wildest dreams, like I'm living it, I never thought I would be able to go back to school or have my son or have my own apartment. It just seemed so far-fetched. It seemed like I was always gonna be living with somebody or just working like, crazy hard jobs, for little money. But just to be grateful, always writing down your gratitude list, it's gonna help. I have tons of reasons to be grateful. I just didn't want to cry, so that's it.
Okay. All right, then I think that now would be a great time to show our video. These are some of the videos that the ladies recorded for you, and I want to thank Debbie Isaacs and Sari at Levy Media Group for putting this together for us. So thank you. Oh yeah, we can watch it here.
Congratulations, Kiana. It has been such a wonderful journey with you. I have seen you grow so much, and I can't wait to see where life takes you. You are such a big part of my life, and I love you and Aiden so much.
Hey Kiana, congratulations on graduating the program. I'm so happy for you and proud of you. I wish you all the best for you and your son.
My girls.
Hey!
Congratulations, Kiana. I'm so proud of you. This is where the journey begins.
Oh my God, she's already got talent here. Not only that, you did that with the longest fingernails I have ever seen on a juggler.
I know.
Very impressive. Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations, Kiana. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see where life takes you and Aiden. Love you.
Kiana, I'm very proud of you. You have grown so much since I've met you. I've watched you go through some things. I've watched you fall down, pick yourself back up, dust it off, and do what you had to do to succeed. And look at you graduating. I watched you be a mother. I watched you be a friend. You've got such a great personality. You're gonna go so far in life. I'm just so proud of you. Love you, Mama.
Congratulations, Kiana. I'm so happy for you. You did it. You graduated Wincourt. And you've grown so much since I had first met you, and I'm just really proud of you. I hope you keep in touch, and congratulations.
Kiana, I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm very proud of you. You're definitely someone I look up to, and you motivate me to continue on with my journey. And I just want to say, don't lose contact, and I love you.
Congratulations, Key, on your success and on your journey into life. Thank you for being the friend that I needed, and thank you for being my baby's godmother. I just want to congratulate you. It's your day.
And now I think that we can make it official. Congratulations to you, Kiana. I know the mayor has a presentation as well as Councilwoman Seaman, but I'm going to come over there, put my mask on, and give you a big hug. I'm surprised I didn't cry. Good job. I'm so proud of you. All right, and so with that, I would like to get started with the festivities. I'm sorry. Oh, where's my, that's why I need my, I know we're doing the book. No, I need the agenda. Do I have the agenda? Oh, I see. That's why I need Beth to tell me where stuff is, keep me in order. Yeah. Yeah, that Beth is the behind the scenes, keeps everything organized, keeps all the ladies organized, so thank you. Okay. Stephanie Maplethorpe, our court coordinator, can you please come on down? I know you have something for Kiana. Yeah.
This is your daily reflection, but I want you to honor the struggle. And remember, you're so good at that. You know, that's the piece of you that always is reminded and being reminded of where you come from and that you don't live there. And one of the things is that you get down, you get with the ladies and the people that love you. You have created and cultivated that world of recovery for yourself. And you have so many people that you've brought together for you to stay in this recovery process. And you've built that recovery capital, and I'm very proud of you, how far you've come. Thank you.
Good. Councilwoman Seaman, if you would. This, right? Okay.
I am presenting to you the butterfly coin with the Serenity Prayer on the back. And I want to say to you, you said that nobody's looking over your shoulder. But we're all here for you and your support system, and you just need to reach out to them because not every day is going to be easy. But we're so proud of you at the city, and also continue writing. You are inspiring to others, so thank you.
And Mayor Goodman, I know you have your own, I think, proclamation, but also we have the butterfly necklace, however you would like to do it.
I'd like to take this off and breathe. This one Oh my gosh, Kiana. You are a breath of life. Everything you've worked for, everything you were born to be, is today, starting, and for your future. Every butterfly that comes into the world and sees a place to fly and be free
That's your future every day. Unfortunately, you can share it with the most beautiful. Where did Aiden go? Aiden? Can you come up here? Or is he shy? Okay. That's all right. No, I don't want him to do that. This is a reason right there that every day of your life has to continue to be strong and beautiful. Your mom who made you, and you, oh my goodness, what a handsome young man, and look at that smile. You can never do anything but know how blessed you are. There is a power that is stronger, and you are helping to show your mom that every single day of life. You are so lucky to have such a beautiful mom, and she is very strong and very courageous. And all I can assure you is there's not a person in the world that doesn't have struggles. And you have been down at the bottom of the mountain, and you have risen to the top. But there's so much more to go for. So this is representative from Wincourt, from all the people that love you as well, for the beauty of life and friendship, adoration, achievement, and Aiden. Oh my goodness. You make sure that your mommy knows every day of her life how much you love her, because that will keep her very strong, and she will be knowing that you're the most important thing in her life. So can we put this on Mommy? And she'll share it with you? I can't see the judge.
Yes.
Can you either make these longer or easier for people who can't see?
I'm gonna try.
Undo it.
I'm gonna try, okay. It should slide over. Should we do that? Okay, I think so. Oh, maybe, okay. There we go, perfect. You did it.
Well, congratulations. Oh, did I take him?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you never leave your mommy. You are one beautiful young man. And we do have a certificate for you to tell you that the city of Las Vegas and all the people who live here love you and are proud of you, and they've given your mom a certificate with the seal of the city to tell her how special she is. But as you grow up too, know that every day there are challenges. You've already been meeting them. And so there are other people that are in the same spot that you can help. And I really believe we're all on this earth to put a hand out to somebody else. So you've got a beautiful mommy. Just know we love her too. And oh my goodness, hold on tight to him because I'm coming. Aiden, you're wonderful. So you look at him and congratulations. I know, thank goodness for Judge Leong. She has had this court in her heart and soul all these years and had so many graduates that your number 52 is amazing to me. And look at the joy that's ahead of you. And know we're all here for you always.
Absolutely.
We always need a hand sometimes to help us over a creek or up a stone wall or something. So we are here for you, and I will put that over here for you. Oh my God. He's beautiful. He is beautiful. But for those of you who haven't seen him up close, woo! Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank
We're
you.
so proud. Whoa.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilman Critter, you snuck in. Thank you for joining us today for this graduation. It means a lot. Look, do you see Kiana, who all is here for you? I know there's a few certificates. Did you want to present your certificate from Senator Rosen? Thank you.
Hello, Kiana. It is my honor to present on behalf of United States Senator Jackie Rosen the Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to you, Kiana, in recognition of graduating from the Women in Need of Change program Your strength and courage is admirable and inspiring, and we wish you success in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
And I should, okay, so we're gonna make it official, but I should say that when we're done, we're gonna go back to the courthouse, because what happens is I'm gonna dismiss Kiana's cases, and then we're gonna seal Kiana's records. This is where the attorneys come in and work that out, so we can do it right all at the same day. And that way, you know, you get to start anew, and this stuff does not have to follow you around, because you have redefined who you are, Kiana. And with that, this is your certificate of graduation, and it says, "Congratulations, Kiana Smith, in special recognition of the successful completion of the Las Vegas Municipal Court Women in Need of Change Court Program." And our motto is, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." Congratulations to you. Yep, that's it.
You kids, I'm smiling so hard. Hold on.
All right, so I want to thank all of you very much for spending this afternoon with us. It means a great deal to Wincourt, to Kiana, and for the city that we're able to do these programs. I'm so grateful for my job that I get to, I feel, make a difference in the community, and that we get to partner with individuals like Kiana and, you know, show you that there's not all bad people in the world, right? There's good people at your back. All right. So thank you all. If we could take a couple pictures, that would be great, Mayor and Councilwoman, Councilman. Kiana, this is it. You are done.